Thiago Maheta Santos and your boy, Eric Anders. Eric Anders is in the blue, Thiago Santos in black.
And what I'm curious about is the start of Eric Anders. Will he start quickly? Thiago Santos generally gets it done, lands power shots in the first round.
Low kick from Santos. Anders leans in and tries to take control. These are some big boys in here.
With the
Santos trying to get busy with the right hands. Anders will keep the clinch. Santos his back to the fence.
Eric Anders, very, very powerful in close, extremely strong. Thiago Santos, his style requires a little bit of distance.
And perhaps that game plan on display for Eric Anders.
Yeah, Eric Anders trying not to give him that distance, showing a lot of respect for the striking ability of Santos.
Keeping control of that left leg of Santos, and now looking to grab the back. And you mentioned the respect of Santos. Ooh. Anders certainly has that. Actually picked Thiago Santos to beat Jimmy Manuwa in an interview when he was asked who would win that fight, if that was the light heavyweight clash. But as fate would have it, it's Anders who finds himself in Sao Paulo for his second UFC main event tonight. Body kick from Santos. And a high kick from Santos.
This is where he's so deadly, at kicking range.
Oh, big left from Santos, and Anders backs off.
That was Santos' criticism of Anders. He says he moves like a heavyweight. He's very, very plodding. I wouldn't necessarily say that, but Anders tends to move forward and backward, doesn't angle a whole lot.
You see that welt growing under the right eye of Eric Anders from that left-hand shot. Anders certainly usually employing a more strategic, kind of not plodding as you said, but he will look to inch in and body kick from Santos. That looked to land flush. And continuing to move forward, looking to put together a combination. Anders now countering and fires in and shoots for the hips.
He did not like what he was seeing in the center of the octagon. Didn't like that exchange at all. Went in for the takedown.
Well, Anders now.
And this is not where Anders wants to be. Not known for his guard game. Not known for his slickness with his jiu-jitsu. He has to get up.
Santos entering the guard after a flurry of ground and pound, but Anders maybe looking to show off some jiu-jitsu as he'll stay on his back. You said didn't like what he saw in the center of the octagon. Maybe didn't like what he felt in the center of the octagon. But Santos
has some wicked ground and pound. Anders might be trying to clear his head here, but he's playing a dangerous game on his back.
Oh, now looking to lock up the left arm.
Not going to happen.
Not able to hold on to it. And Santos back inside the full guard of Anders. Left hand across the face for Thiago Santos. Now Anders trying to explode, eats a left as he comes back to his feet.
Great
and a
timing
knee from
on that
Santos.
knee.
And a big left from Santos. Anders countering. Big shots. Anders wearing it well and still walking forward. This is more of what we expected.
Yeah, both guys having their moments on the feet. Santos swinging hard, but Anders answering.
To work, but Anders continuing to employ the takedown.
Now what can he do with it? He was able to sweep the legs out from under him, but can he establish a top position?
That the fourth takedown for Eric Anders. And keep in mind, football background, not a wrestling background, but ever the mixed martial artist. You ask him where he wants the fight to be, he'll say anywhere. I work on it all equally. Prepared to go wherever the fight goes, and he has wanted to take it to the mat more often than not.
Looks to advance, but in great position to land the left hand.
Santos back to his feet. Anders looks to wrap him up once again. And that is a wide frame to try to corral on Thiago Santos. He'll switch to the single leg.
Oh, great head control.
Oh,
knocked out the
on
mouthpiece.
Anders. Heavy elbows, but Anders will keep on ticking. Mark Goddard picks up the mouthpiece, and yet to stop the action. Oh, sneaks it right in. Santos firing knees.
Wow.
And we resume action with now 20 seconds to go in the third of 5 rounds.
And going to town with those short elbows. Now in an Iranian position, this is tough to finish from here.
Anders just crumbling and perhaps just trying to ride out the round. Busy ground and pound from Santos. There's the horn. We'll see the main